Yo, what's up, buddies? Welcome back to another figure review of mine. Alright, I'm gonna cut out with that shit and play real with you guys. This is the most epic ninja of gaming I've known. He's not really a ninja. If you guys know Metal Gear Solid, this is from Metal Gear, no. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. This is Raiden. He is a prototype. He is not human. He is partly human, but he doesn't have real blood. He doesn't have real organs. Not 100%ly, so he's kind of an android human. And this game is badass. He is so underrated, this game. I don't understand why a lot of people don't like this game. And this figure is so cool. It's an amazing Yamaguchi revoltech figure. And this figure is a really refined figure. It's a smaller scale figure, not really small. It isn't small. It's 1 to 12 scale, but as you guys know, import figures tend to be smaller than domestic figures when it comes to 1 to 12 scale. So skill-wise, he's a little bit in between, let's see, in between Marvel Legends and DC Icons. So, but I am really happy with this figure. I want to go to the details with this figure, and because I also saw that Amazing Yamaguchi revoltech releasing some new Marvel figures. I haven't got the Spider-Man figure, which I really want, but I can't find it anywhere to buy here in Holland. As you guys know, that is a little bit of a problem for me sometimes, that I can't find the figures I want to buy, but I definitely need a Spider-Man figure in my life. And with that I mean the original suit Spider-Man, not the symbiote suit, which that figure I do have, but I want the regular suit Spider-Man, and I really need it fast. But anyway, so let's take a look at this figure. Sorry, I'm going really slow yet again. I'm just doing the spontaneous, you know. I don't, before I film, I don't go in mind how should I begin, what I'm going to say. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just freestyling with this. So okay guys, enough with this talk, enough. So I've got a lot to talk about this figure, because this figure comes with a shitload of accessories. Let's zoom out a little bit. Comes with a shitload of accessories. This accessory bag is really full. I bought this figure second-handed, by the way, not new, but it's from a store though, from a store which sells figures, so that's cool. This is his sword, looks pretty nice, I like it. Let's see, it comes with a shitload of accessories. I'm not gonna talk and waste time on that. So let's see. Whoa, as you guys can see, it's a load of accessories. So he comes with this stand, which is resembling his ninja run. If you have played this game, you know what I mean. A watermelon, which you can use in the VR mode, practice mode, tutorial mode. You can slice it up. Interchangeable hands, 2 pair of weird ripping style hands, 2 flat open hands, 2 fists, 2 gripping hands for the sword, and a thumb up hand also to use for his sword. He comes with interchangeable eyes, and here you can store the eye in. And I just dropped the eye on the floor, and it's so small I can't find it. I'm really bummed out by that. It really sucks, man. But anyway, this is something to adjust the eye positioning and remove the eye. This is a part of the stand. He also comes with a stand, which is this. He also comes with this, which can use a part of the stand as well. Let's see. He also comes with a weird part to pack on his feet. Yeah, this one. So you can pack this underneath his feet, and you can pack the sword here, because Raiden uses crazy techniques, and Raiden can hold his sword in his feet, and he can kick. It's crazy. This is for the base. Also, this also is for the base. Let's see, it's also articulated. It's a revoltech joint. I don't know, maybe I can use it for raiden itself because his joints. This, he also comes with a sheath for a sword. He also comes with a little dagger, and also a little box where you can store the accessories in, which don't fit into it. But anyway, and he also comes with the interchangeable face plate, his AR mode, which you can detect and see through walls, and heat vision and everything on it. And it also comes with this normal face, which is interchangeable. This plate here, his hair, you can pack it out to pack out his face, and pack this hair piece with the VR mode on it. Anyway, it's all cool and nice. First I want to look at the skill. It's a 1 to 12 skill, but his this guy isn't really big. He's just height-wise, you can compare him with Spider-Man. He's a little bit the same height as Spider-Man. So, but as what I was saying, he is of course a import figure, so he will stand a little bit smaller than you. Marvel Legends, for instance, 1 to 12 scale figure, but not much. As you can see, you can make it work pretty nice. It can work together pretty good, and yeah, he's a smaller guy, not really small, but normal. And I like the anatomy. His legs aren't too skinny, nice thick legs. Great athletic look, muscular, but not too muscular. Of course, he is a robot, partly, so he isn't really human, so he doesn't have real muscles, as you can see, but he's very strong. I want to talk a little bit about this character, and then I'm going to look at the accessories, at the articulation of this figure. Let's first talk about the character itself. Raiden is really strong. He is like overpowered strong. He's fast, crazy technique. He can stop time. He can move so fast. It is the same that he is stopping time, and he can use blade mode to cut his enemies into pieces, and he can hit the central core and use that core to refuel his life again. So it's just very cool, and he has in the game he's very strong. He can lift like thousands and thousands of pounds and throw it away. So it's really epic. He doesn't only is technical, but he also has a lot of strength, which is very cool. And he's a very cool ninja run. He can run very fast and dodge and everything. And he can use his feet for a sword. And the articulation is very weird on this figure. It's a revoltech articulation, so isn't if you aren't used to it, if you know, with this figure it's a hit or a miss. You can like it or you can dislike it. The articulation, range of motion of the articulation is a little bit weird. So now we're going to take a look at the articulation. His head is on a triple joints, and his neck also on a double bone joint. So he can move all the way down to there. Let's zoom out a little bit, down to there. All the way, he can look up to there, down to there. And his head is on the joint as well. So his head's on the joint, neck's on the joint. His upper hair, and his head and his neck. So he can move all around, rotate like that. So the range of motion is great. And his shoulders, I don't know if you can see it, aren't double jointed, but it is a little bit weird. He also always rotates to the inside like that. And outside it goes pretty good. It isn't loose or anything, but it's a little bit weird. You can pull it out and pull it in a little. I don't know what they would do. I don't know what they want with this, but it's a little bit weird. This range is good, but you also can shift up and down, but it isn't loose. It's nice. And wait a minute, my back hurts. Freaking back hurts. So you can move up to there like this, down to there, to the inside. It's weird. It's really weird, but anyway, he has a single jointed or double jointed. It's a little bit weird. Double jointed elbow, which the range of motion is great. It also can rotate, but it is really stiff on there. It can also rotate, and this side is a little bit looser. See? Yeah, let's see. His hand is always a little bit like this, always a little bit like that, not straight. So that's really something. It's a minor thing. It doesn't really matter, but it looks a little bit weird. So he can shift like this, but not in and out. So it's a little bit weird. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Double joint here at the torso, double joint here. So you can, the upper torso can click with the ratchet joint one notch forwards and one notch back. And the lower one, let's see, combined, you can crunch forward very good. This type of crunch I haven't really seen before. If you compare it to Mortal Engine, a little bit better. Mortal Engine is good enough for me though. It's a little bit too much, but you can do some crazy things with this figure. Crunch back, not so great, but I mean, like, not so great. It's great, but not like it's forward. And it also can rotate at both joints. And this is a softer piece, so this is rubber. This is a rubber material piece here, very soft, as you can see. This as well. So this is soft, and this as well. This floating piece here, and this. But this is a weird part of the articulation. You can kick forwards like this with the ratchet joint, backwards through there. Not that great actually. It's, oh sorry, it does move further up. Let's see, one notch. Yeah, it is great. Sorry, it is good enough. So let's see, and you can kick not really outwards, so only rotation which goes outwards. A little bit weird, and I'm not really happy with the stiffness of it. You need to pack it into there again. And yeah, that is basically a ratchet joint, a revoltech joint, what they are saying every time. And yeah, it also have the same joints at the knees, which look pretty ugly actually. I can live with it. If you are picky, I understand that it's a little bit ugly. This figure isn't cheap. For me, it was a little bit cheap because it's from second-handed, but he's in condition-wise just as new. So yeah, that is good for me. I like it, despite from that you see the joint very clearly. And yes, another type of not really ratchet joint, but it looks a little bit like a ratchet joint here. And yes, the articulation. So the articulation range of motion is pretty good. Yeah, that's everything. I have a shitload more to talk about this figure with this figure, but first back on his sword into his hand. Let's see. I don't want to break anything here. So that looks pretty cool. And you can also pack this in here with these joints. So let's see, double joint here. So this is articulated as well. Let's see, and now 4 double joints. So you can move it all the way you want to, like that. Also in the game has it like this. So that looks pretty awesome, and his eye is articulated as well, which I lost one of them, which really sucks. So that's pretty much the articulation of this figure. It's an awesome figure, especially if you like the game like me. Then you will probably will like this figure as well. He is a very cool character. He's strong as fuck. Also the agility he has and everything. So man, this figure is definitely one I will recommend, but remember, when you have it in your hand, it's a little bit on the small side. When you are a NECA collector, you will find it too small, but you must get used to it. Look at all the details. It looks pretty nice, man. It has really a robotic, metallic feel to it. It hasn't really that cheap. It doesn't have a cheap feel to it at all. So, yeah. Sometimes import figures are very expensive. But they disappoint with the price. They sometimes look very cheap, like these May effects and Medical. Some of them look cheap, not all of them, but sometimes it can happen. Same with SH cards. Sometimes the figures feel very cheap. But yeah, anyway, so this the weight is okay. It's solid. It's not very heavy though. It's kind of light, but not too light. It's kind of a nice feel to it. So it is a nice figure to have on your shelf. But yeah, what I was saying, it is a revoltech figure, so it's often looks a little bit weird. The range of motion of the articulation is different than you're used to, and that's all I can say. So, and height-wise, as you can see with these pizza Spidey mold, yeah, you can make this work, but he is a little bit smaller. the Marvel Legends 6-inch scale. It's the same as DC Icons, I believe. Let's see. Maybe a little bit bigger. Let's grab my DC Icons Blackadder. I'm just curious now. I want to see. Yeah, they are exactly the same scale. DC Icons and this is a DC Icon scale figure, basically. So yeah, that was my figure review. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to buy some new figures now.